Nothing in this recording is intended as investment advice, and the people in this recording may hold positions in the companies they talk about. Do not make any investment based solely on a tip or recommendation. Please do your own research.
Hello and welcome to Zak's Traders Cafe. Today I'm joined by a trio of people. The first one is Dominic Berger, who's chairman, Neil Smith, who's CEO, and Mike Stilwell, CFO at LifeSafe Holdings. How are you today, gents?
Good morning.
Hi, Zach. Very good, thank you.
All right, we have your final results released today. Maybe someone can tell us what the highlights are as far as you are concerned.
Yeah, thanks, Zach. Dominic here. So look, 2024 numbers into the markets, absolutely in line with our expectations. Exactly where we thought we would be in the year. A really important year for us, Zach. It was a year of transition between a direct-to-consumer model, which we were driving in 2023 with our direct-to-consumer Amazon trading and our marketing and our building of a brand. And off the back of that really, really strong brand building, we were able to transition in 2024 to a business-to-business-to-consumer model. In other words, a wholesale model. We signed up a Amazon distributor early in 2024. We removed all of our marketing costs from the business, and we drove up our gross margin, ending the year 50% less on the loss against 2023. So a really important year where we transition to the more profitable ground of a wholesale distribution model in North America. Coupled with that, what we've seen coming through the year is an increase in our business-to-business channels as well. And I'll leave Neil to talk about the wonderful news of IDEX, a 3.3 billion turnover behemoth out of North America, now distributing our products. But what's been really pleasing to see is that alongside our consumer business, we have now opened up that very lucrative business-to-business channel through the hard work of all of the team, particularly in the certifications that we've achieved in the year, particularly in the sales that we've driven and the relationships that we've built, and the brand, frankly, Zach, that we've built has enabled us to become a player in this huge industry. And let's remind ourselves that the cylinder industry globally is a $9 billion industry. So, we are there, we're a player. It's been a great year from a transition point of view. And we're looking forward immensely in 2025 to turning that corner into profitability.
I mean, was there any other way that, you got into the US market and you got into B2B, but was there any other way of doing this or getting a sort of a foothold other than starting off with B2C?
No, this is a really traditional industry, and rightly so. We're talking about saving lives. So our route to market had to be certification driven. And our first certification was around the aerosol, the consumer product that we were able to bring to market. But the beauty over time now is we now have the required certifications and accreditations that open up that massive market alongside us as well. But look, I don't want to diminish the consumer market. 99 million homes in the US do not have a fire extinguisher, 22 million in the UK. So look, we've still got a global consumer market to drive into. But what's great to see is that now we do have our accreditations and certifications. We've opened up that other market, which is, again, enormous as well, Zach.
Right. So maybe we're talking about the numbers in detail with the CFO.
Thanks, Zach. Mike Stilwell here. So the financial performance for 2024, as Dominic said, largely reflects the expected results of proactively moving our model from a pure D2C model to a B2B2C model. In this way, revenues reduced to 3.3 million as a result of lower wholesale prices, of course, but we have saved money, more importantly, firstly at the cost of sales level by removing the costs of Amazon fulfillment and commission in the US. And this has increased the gross margin to 60.6%. And secondly, at the overhead level, where we've reduced costs by 40%, as we've removed the costs of US marketing and significantly reduced the costs of warehousing and logistics. In addition, we've cut some costs at the employment level by 17%, and that's led to the overall 40% reduction in overheads from 4.9 million in 2023 to 2.9 million in 2024. As a result, our underlying EBITDA has materially improved to 740,000. The loss has halved as a result of the actions, and that's in line with our expected trajectory towards profitability. And at the same time, our balance sheet remains fully funded with net cash of £657,000, and our cash balance today sits at around about £500,000. We're therefore, well positioned to continue the expansion of our established consumer and early stage industrial channels to shortly achieve cash generation and profitability.
So the market, hopefully from this point on, as you go into the B2B and you lowered costs, will start appreciating LifeSafe, and it's, I suppose, the market cap only less than £4 million at the moment. So really at sort of ground level at the moment.
Absolutely. I mean, we hope the market would recognise these results as wholly positive and reflect that in the share price in time.
But is it the case that the dirty work's been done now?
Yes. I mean, we've transitioned to the new model. We've secured some new distribution agreements. We're all set to reach those richer pastures of higher gross margin through the industrial supply.
And so basically, for the rest of 2025, are we just expecting more partnerships, JVs, and B2B announcements?
Yeah, we're really excited, Zak. It's Neil here. We're really excited about the year ahead. We've got a series of new product launches and also new partnerships. We announced just a couple of weeks ago our distribution agreement with a company called IDEX. IDEX are a US-based business. They're an S&P 500 company. They have a turnover of over $3 billion. They operate across 120 countries. And we are delighted to be supplying our ranges of fluids and aerosols to IDEX. And we estimate over the course of the next 3 years, the IDEX agreement to generate somewhere in the region to £6 to £8 million, Zak. I'm delighted to say that we've already received our first purchase order for 50,000 of our StaySafe all-in-ones for the European market. And we expect sales this year with IDEX to be over £1 million. So really excited with IDEX. And also, we just recently announced the full certification, full approval of our new 6-litre multi-purpose fluid cylinder that we are proudly launching in the UK with Trinity. Trinity Fire and Safety are part of the PTSG group, and they manage over 200,000 properties across the UK. So really excited about 2025.
Dominic Berger, Neil Smith, and Mike Stilwell from LifeSafe Holdings. Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks, Zak.
Thank you.